Welcome to the Online Marketing for Doctors podcast, the place to grow and scale profitable practices with your show hosts, Huyen Truong and Steve Tate.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Online Marketing for Doctor podcast. I am Huyen Truong and this is Stephen Tate. And today we are going to talk about how to step away from your business so it can grow on its own.
Yeah, so Huyen, what are your thoughts around this topic?
Well, the biggest things I ended up learning when it comes to stepping away from your business that grows on its own is that you need a sales funnel. I don't care what kind of business you have, everyone has some sort of sales funnel. And if you can take your marketing and find ways to fine-tune it, you can constantly make income whether you are there or not. It's incredibly valuable.
Yeah, agreed. Well, so what is a sales funnel? Well, a sales funnel is a marketing system. It's the ideal process you intend your patients or customers to experience as they go from a prospective customer to a lead to a customer and then finally a repeat buyer. So let me give you an example of what I mean by this. This is a webinar funnel that works very well for professionals, especially for high-value premium products or services. So you can set up a process where you take Facebook, Google, and email traffic to get targeted patients to register for a webinar, which can be pre-recorded. They watch it. You educate them on some topic that they really want to know more about, and within the webinar itself, you make a pitch for them to buy your products or book an appointment or whatever it may be. And then once they buy into your pitch, you have income coming in, right? But then you can also start upselling or downselling for other products or services. By having a similar funnel, you can keep the process going without your intervention and end up generating more income. The more intricate your business gets and the more products or offerings that you have, the easier it is to step away from your business because all you have to do is drive new visitors traffic to your funnel, which you can do through paid ads and SEO.
Yeah, some of you are probably thinking, well, that's great for businesses that have products, but what about service businesses? Like many local medical practices, I still think it is the same concept. There are just more steps and moving parts involved in a service-based business. But the sales funnel and the webinar marketing system in this example will save doctors, staff members, hours of presentation and trust building and knock off the three critical elements of all buying process: know, like, trust, all in a simple pre-recorded webinar.
Now, webinars provide a great way to connect with both your potential patients and referral doctors on a more personal level. Your passion for healthcare and your interest in sharing your knowledge will help create meaningful, intimate connections and build trust in you and your practice. Now, this allows you to attract potential patients, referring doctors, building rapport, engaging their interest, and building their trust, all without needing to meet them in person. Unlike the challenges of live seminars, recorded webinars provide vital flexibility for a time-poor professional community. But they also benefit your audience too, who can now watch your webinar when it suits their schedule.
So true. As you can see, webinars are an incredibly powerful way to create an authoritative and trustworthy brand for you and your practice, establishing you as a trusted source for primary care physicians to refer their patients to and scale your business fast. Actually, we are in the process of creating an online course teaching healthcare professionals on how to use webinars to increase your patient referrals, automate your marketing to leverage your time and scale your practice. The course teaches you how to generate new patients and referrals on autopilot. Once it's set up and running, there's no further work required on your part for a while. This is a brilliant way of automating your marketing, keeping in consistent contact with your referral network, and leveraging your time, all while growing your practice. If you'd like to learn more about this course, check out the link below in our show note to hear from us when the course is released. www onlinemarketingfordoctors.com/webinar-marketing-system.
Now, in addition to creating a good sales funnel, we have some other tips for our listeners about how to put their business in the best position for growth on its own. Well, firstly, when you hire people to start taking on roles in the practice, you have got to make sure that you bring the right people in to work with you.
I agreed. I like hiring people who are good to go from day one. So I like hiring people from my competitors or within the industry because it's a much quicker learning curve and there's much higher chance of success. Keep in mind that sometimes it doesn't work out and you have to find another person. And the process might take few attempts until you find the right person for that role who technically has the skills you need, but also fits the office work culture, which is also very important. Hiring people or suppliers with industry experience might cost you a little bit more money, but they're going to be much better, which will make it easier for you to step away from business and watch it grow.
And another thing I'd like to add is that you also need to have a timeline, too, of your expectations, hopefully realistic, of where you imagine your hires to be after hiring them. Are they progressing as expected or not? If not, you will need to take action as they may not be the right fit you imagine. Now, the last thing we want to chat about is how difficult it is for a business to keep growing when you're not there every single day. By finding ways to motivate employees to be proactive in their work is a great way to address this.
I agreed. I'm very financially motivated, and I imagine you are listening to this. You are the type of entrepreneur who is as well, and you probably have goals to make your business continue to grow more revenue and profit. To do so, it's very important that you find managers and people who are willing to take leads and be compensated through bonuses if they hit specific numbers. Find ways to motivate them, giving them incentives, rewards for getting involved and growing the company. If you step away from your business and everyone who's running it has no incentive to make it grow, it's not going to grow that fast compared to a business where people are compensated based on certain revenue and profit milestones. People will end up staying longer in the position if they feel they are achievable additional rewards for sticking around. So definitely keep this in mind.
Indeed. How you want to offer the bonus structure is up to you, by year or each quarter. Either way, you need to come up with a new bonus number each period, and it has to be realistic so people have incentive to keep participating in the growth of your company. Well, this session of Online Marketing for Doctors podcast has come to an end. Be sure to subscribe for more weekly marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you always dream of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best weekly content possible. To see you next week.
So if you want to listen to any particular topics, please fill out a 1-minute survey that we put the link in the show notes so we can produce relevant podcasts for you. If you want to be our show guest, wow, that's even better. Email us and let us know what topics you would like to talk about.
Yeah, getting involved would be wonderful. This is the first podcast channel in Australia about medical marketing, and we aspire to make this channel a world-leading channel for the healthcare professional community. There are many benefits of being on our show, including, but not limited to, exposure to our healthcare professional community, including thousands of doctors, surgeons, specialists, dentists, and other healthcare professionals. We promote our podcasts on social media and Google, not just in Australia, but internationally, gaining a strong global exposure. And you can use this podcast on your own website as blog post material. The podcast will be in a Q&A interview-style format, and it would only take up to 30 minutes of your time. We can't wait to have you on our show, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Online Marketing for Doctors podcast with Huyen Truong and Steve Tate. Be sure to check out the archive section on our website for previous episodes at onlinemarketingfordoctors.com/podcast. And subscribe to the show so we can catch you at the next episode.